Kinda like that. And I think the only thing we got left is connecting the battery, yes? Ah, no, bad, bad, bad.
Performing the duties of his office.
Digby C. Caesar.
No.
Well, hey everybody, thanks for stopping by. I am Digby and today we're back in my summer car. Now, in the last episode, we went over the Satsuma, like particularly the wiring. But yeah, we went through the wiring trying to kind of like brute force any possible connections we had left that we might be missing. And I am starting to think more and more that we've actually gotten all of it. I mean, there are still a couple of connections left that we can make, like the headlight thing. Yeah, like the front lights connector we can connect. Although I have had a thought on that, because I think the fog lights are a thing, maybe? I mean, we can find that out quickly enough. And we're going to be looking at this thing here in a minute anyway, because I want to actually order some stuff. Like, I want to get the extra gauges, because it's going to be a lot easier to tune this thing if we do. But yeah, before we do that, I want to know, are there fog lights or something? Yeah, rally crap. Okay, yeah, there's fog lights. Now, I have a feeling that the extra headlight connection thing is actually going to be for the fog lights. In very much the same way that we have an additional radio connection we've not made yet, I think. I'm trying to remember where that is. It's up in there, maybe? Hello, radio thing. Where are you? Anyway, yeah, somewhere in here we've got a radio harness, and I'm reasonably certain there's a connection we can make on that as well. Oh, for God's sakes, you're trying to make me look like a fool. Come here, I want to connect to a radio harness. It should be like right in there somewhere. Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah, there's like a radio harness connection that we haven't done yet. And I'm pretty sure that one is for the power to the amplifier when you finally get the really good stereo. And I'm also thinking there's a dashboard connector that goes to the additional instrument cluster thing that you can put up on the dash, which is pretty much what we're going to be doing today. Now it is... I'm pretty sure it's actually 6 o'clock at night. No, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. Oh, don't get stuck on the wall, dum-dum. Oh, stand corrected. Okay, it's almost 7 o'clock at night, I think. I hope it's almost 7 o'clock at night, because anyway, yeah, I really want to go to the store, and if it's nighttime, it means Sunday's almost over. And yeah, I think what we're going to do is we're going to go to the store tomorrow, and we are going to buy some stuff. Because, while I am actually reasonably confident that we have most of this wired up properly, every time I have tried to start it, and I don't think you guys have seen me do it, because I'm pretty sure I did it all off camera, but yeah, every time I try and start it, this happens. Like, that's it. There's no click, there's a click, but there's no starter noise, there's no dinging, there's no lights coming on. Oh, I'm in driving mode. Anyway, yeah, pretty much nothing happens. And that tells me that if the car is wired up correctly, the problem has got to be either like the battery, the starter, or the spark plugs or something. I'm pretty sure it's probably going to end up being the battery. Now, this hasn't been connected yet, so really quick, let's pop this out and let's check and make sure it's charged. So yeah, I thought we'd do a little bit of troubleshooting today, and then tomorrow... Okay, no, that says that's completely charged. Anyway, yeah, tomorrow we are going to go to... what's his name there? Timo's. And we are actually going to buy a brand spanking new battery, we're going to buy a brand new set of spark plugs, and we're going to put in an order for some stuff out of the catalog. Now, really quick, let me actually hook the battery up and make sure that that's not completely wrong. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Now, actually, I feel like a little bit of a fool because the ignition wouldn't have done anything anyway since the battery's disconnected. However, I am also reasonably certain that it is going to do the exact same thing again. Okay, yeah, it did absolutely nothing, which means it's got to be either the battery or the spark plugs or something. Hold on. Where are my spark plugs? I am 100% positive we put those in. Okay, hold on, really quick. Let's disconnect this because I don't want to get electrocuted. I don't see him up on the top shelf. Did I accidentally put you on top of him? No. Well, I tell you what, if that is actually what has happened, then that makes a lot of sense on why it won't actually flip and start. So what do I have to do to get the wiring off here really quick and check it? Oh, that's right, I just gotta disconnect that thing. Okay, hold that thought. Okay, so now if I take you out, here's a thought too though, make sure you pick it back up so you don't lose the bloody thing. Yeah, if I take you out, I should be seeing spark plugs. Why am I not seeing spark plugs? Are they in there and they're just invisible? No, apparently our spark plugs have completely and utterly vanished. Okay, that's one question answered, I think. I hope so anyway, because yeah, once we get spark plugs in, the car should, in theory, start. Okay, now let's really quick go figure out what we want to order when we go to the store tomorrow. Alright, we definitely want that. There we go, yeah, we want the... because that's how we tune the carburetor. I can't remember what it's called, but yeah, we want that thing. We want the additional gauges. How much money do we got? We got like $5 grand. I think oh, you know what? In for penny, in for pound. Let's get that one as well. And then... all the racing stuff and all the like high-end stuff I think can wait. We don't want dual whip antennas because I'm sorry, but that just looks a little bit flipping goofy. Okay, that should suffice. So yeah, we're going to take this thing to the store tomorrow and we're going to put in an order for some parts. In fact, you know what? Let's just chuck this in the van because that's pretty good odds. We're going to be taking the van when we go. And then yeah, I'm going to take care of the needs. I'm going to grab a little bit of sleep. And tomorrow, we're going to get this flipping car running.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, please tell me that's a drunk guy. Hold on, dude, I'm coming. Please tell me you need a ride. Yep, I will be there before you know it. Hold that thought. Oh, crap. Alright, hold on. Nope. Slow down really quick. Before we crash the car, let's turn on the wipers. Get them going full blast. Okay, dude, this is like the third time now I've humped your drunk butt home. How about we start chatting about a lottery ticket? What do you think? The least you can do to repay me for coming out in this god-awful weather to get you. Apparently that went spectacularly well. You're welcome, hop in. Okay, dude, talk to me.
Akka rupes puhumaan, että joku päivä ottaa ja lähtee mutta vaan. Hankki uuden kuvoja elämään. Pääsivät kuulemaan kuin rasaruottalaiseen lähtemään. Niin kuin siistejä ja rajina. Melkein 30 vuotta on naisessa ollut ja yhtäkkiä ei sitten kelpaakaan enää.
Alright, well, I hate to say it, my friend, but given what I know about your marriage, I'm not all that surprised it's in the toilet. Alright, let's grab a quick nap, and then let's head back into town. Let's do some shopping.
No morjesta tiski ja tiskit koneeseen.
Yeah, what you said. Okay, so things I want to remember to get. I want to remember to get at least 2 or 3 more bags of coffee, because I think I figured out what we did wrong on that. I also want to buy...
Ennen vanha itekin oli kyllä melkoinen kalamies. Mä en muista, kun 60-luvun, jokohan se oli 70-lukua. No, kumminkin siinä...
One eternity later.
Lukussa oli saukko. Krokotiili.
Okay, is it my turn? Can I talk now? Anyway, as I was about to say, I want to make sure I buy a battery, because I don't want to forget that. We definitely need spark plugs. Half tempted to buy an extra box, but they're like $100, so you know what? We'll just, we'll take the one, we'll call it close enough. Alright, we are back. Oh, no. Not the button you wanted, dum-dum. That's the button you wanted. Anyway, yes, we are back. We've got all the goodies. Hopefully. Oh, note to self, don't forget. Anyway, yeah, hopefully we can get this thing running here in a minute. Okay, now I probably want to do the spark plugs first, so that we can hook up the electrics before we hook up the battery, because if you do it wrong, you end up getting electrocuted, and I don't want to do it wrong. So let me grab some spark plugs. Kinda like that. Okay, you're telling me you're empty, so you know what? You can go into the, someday soon we will have a bonfire fire barrel over there. And you guys can please, for the love of God, get in the engine so it runs. Alright, that one's in. I feel like I ought to do them one at a time, just in case, because I'm pretty sure when we assembled the engine, I put all 4 in, and then I tightened all 4, and then they vanished. So yeah, how about we... Let's grab this. No, I want to grab the spark plug tool, thank you. Now I want to tighten that up. And boop. Okay, we now have spark plugs in the engine. I'm reasonably certain that is probably going to make a world of difference. So, let me just get this thing hooked back up. Game, no. I just want to get my electrics put back in. Thank you very much. Kinda like that. And I think the only thing we got left is connecting the battery, yes? Ah, no, bad. Alright, we have made progress. Okay, so what else could it possibly be? Oh, let's double check, make sure we actually have gas in the bloody thing. Oh my god, it started. Okay, hold that thought, we're in driving mode. I mean, it's not happy, and it ain't healthy, but it's running. Okay, let's just really quick make sure. Okay, we can shift gears. E-brake appears to be working. Yeah, I think once we get this thing tuned, we should be good to go. Okay, now there is one more thing I want to do to this car tonight before we quit. And that is, I want to actually line it up properly. Because when I had my old save loaded up, I went through and I counted all the different ticks on the wheel. And it turned out I was correct in my thing that I said about it taking 60 ticks. But it's actually 120 from point A to point B, so you need to fully adjust it in one direction and then bring it back 60 ticks, not 30. Okay, so really quick before we forget to, I want to put the wiring mess right over here where we're not going to lose it. Ever. And then, yeah, we're going to line this thing up, we're going to grab some sleep, and then tomorrow, I can't decide if I want to actually just try tuning it properly, or do we want to just take it in as is? I mean, it's going to run really rough if we try and limp it into town as is, but I am not 100% confident I can remember how to tune it properly either. Ah, well, we'll figure it out in the morning.
Ai, 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 ai.
Oh, hell to the yeah. Okay, welcome to Tuesday morning, and it cannot be 2 o'clock again, right? No, it is not. Okay, it is 6, which is perfect. We're a little bit hungry, so we might as well have our sausage. And we might as well grab our quick drink. And I think what I want to do is I do want to actually try and tune the thing. Because I do remember a little bit about it. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be able to do the idle yet. Hold that thought. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be able to do the idle yet until I get the dashboard gauge thing. Oh, speaking of which, I should probably actually plug this in, because when our package comes in, Timo's going to call and let us know. Meanwhile, however, I'm trying to remember. Okay, so we got to tune the carburetor, and that's the bit that we need the extra gauge for. And then I know we have to tune the rockers, but I think that might actually be it. Well, one way to find out. Let's get the cover off and let's go to work. Okay, note to self. This is the 3rd wrench down. Perfect. Okay, so I need the rocker cover off. You can go over there. And then we need the screwdriver, I think it is. Nope, I want the screwdriver, thank you. And then the screws to adjust it should be on the ends of the things, yes? Okay, yeah, we got like that one there. Well, you guys get the idea anyway. Now, we do have to do that. I'm pretty sure it's like audio cues, so you know what? Let's get the car running, and let's give it a listen. Oh, you're not in driving mode, you idiot. Try that again. Pump the gas a couple of times. There we go. Okay, yeah, you hear that ticking? That ticking is what we need to make go away. So let's start on... Nope, I want to crouch down. I want to lean in. I want to grab my screwdriver. Oh, for God's sakes, hold on. Yeah, I'll come do that in a minute. You mind leave me alone, though, because I got something else I want to do first. Alright, so if we start screwing that... Actually, here's what we're going to do. We're going to screw all of... Oh, actually, here's what we're going to do. We're going to turn the bloody car off so they're not moving anymore. Thank you. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to screw all of those as far in one direction as we can get them. Okay, and I know there's no way that is right. So, how many ticks can we actually do here? We can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 19, 20. Crap, that's a lot. Alright, so it's 20. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And that's the lot. Okay. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to give them like... Do I want to do like one turn each and just actually start the car 20 times? Or do I want to go in like multiples of 2 or something? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually try... Yeah, we're going to go like 1 tick on everybody. I'm going to start the car. We're going to see what it sounds like. And then we'll just kind of work our way towards the actual number that we need by trial and error.
Many, many minutes later.
Ooh, actually, that sounds pretty good. Hold on, phone, I'm coming. Good lord. Please be Timo. I just want Timo to tell me my stuff is in. No, Grandma, you're fine. Get over it. Yeah, that's not ticking anymore. Alright, we're gonna call that close enough. I'm gonna put the cover back on, and then we might just head into town on the off chance our packages are in. Game? Why is my car that was running perfectly not running? Alright, well, I was really hoping that we were going to be able to get an inspection sticker on it in this episode, but apparently, before we can do that, I've got to figure out what the hell went wrong. So, I don't know if I'm going to do that on camera, or we're just going to deal with that in the next episode, but either way, next episode, we're going to get this thing stickered. And on that incredibly overconfident note, as always, I have been Digby. I thank you guys for stopping by. Really hope you guys enjoyed this episode of My Summer Car. And yeah, I hope to see you for the next one.